Hi guys, I'm Shmee, hello and welcome back to the channel where you join me on a beautiful evening here in the Italian Dolomites to catch up with my friend PowerslideLover and to go out for a drive. Now he has just taken delivery of the Ferrari F8 Tributo Spider, which I'm going to be taking the wheel of in a convoy, joining some of the other epic cars from the collection. We are talking the Ferrari Monza SP2, the Ferrari 488 Pista Spider, plus the LaFerrari Aperta and the F50 with a Tubi exhaust. Yes, this sounds ridiculous. 5 fantastic Ferraris out for a drive, and a first drive for me in the F8 Tributo Spider here with PowerslideLover. This is going to be mega. Just very quickly, take a look at the 3 cars that we have here. The others are going to be coming out in just a second. We have a stunning view. It's about to be sunset, the perfect time to go out for a drive, and I'm going to take the wheel of the one-day-old F8 Tributo Spider, the convertible version of the F8, the follow-on from the 488 GTB and 488 Spider, powered by that 3.9-litre twin-turbocharged V8, making 720 horsepower. It incorporates a number of the things that were learned from the Pista, the integrated spoiler at the back, a bit of the S-duct that you have at the front to keep the nose planted down, and we're going to be driving with the line of PowerslideLover cars, the Monza SP2. This thing is stunning. Just behold the beauty of this, with an 800 plus horsepower V12. That is going to sound incredible. The Pista Spider as well. Actually, it could be interesting to almost compare the Pista Spider to the F8 Tributo Spider. Maybe that's going to be coming later on in this drive. Plus, the LaFerrari Aperta is coming out, and the Tubi exhaust F50. My mind is blown just saying this. I think this is going to be quite a drive. It turns out that wasn't even everything. So the LaFerrari Aperta is coming on out. I'm in the middle of a very exciting Ferrari sandwich right now. The F50 is coming through as well. The Monza is running kind of alongside me here. I'm just trying to stand back so that I'm not completely in the way, but also, listen to that. Also, one more, we have the Blue Pozzi 812 GTS, the Spider, that has just been delivered, so I need to run through and get the F8 Tributo started so that we can go and join. But I think this is about to be, yeah, a little bit crazy. So on board, start it up. First time driving the Ferrari F8 Spider. Sorry, I should have just said F8 Spider as opposed to F8 Tributo Spider. The Tributo is of course the coupe, so we are on board. Right, this is all last minute, I've just arrived, let's go. I need a moment to catch my breath. Have a look in front of me here. We have the SP2, the F50, the LaFerrari Aperta, the 812 GTS, and, well, actually just 1 or 2 cars behind the Pista Spider, and I'm driving the brand new F8 Spider itself. We've literally been here amongst this incredible scenery in Cortina for a matter of minutes before PowerslideLover invited and set up this incredible little drive that we're doing at the moment. And the almost funny thing is, as it is, you can barely hear this car. This is almost silent. I'm in sport mode. I'm going to pop it up into race on the Manettino and manually shift it just so we get a little bit of sound from the V8. But with the murmur of the V12s in front, there's almost nothing from this. This is actually a very comfortable, gentle car to drive. I'm just not quite taking all of this in at the moment. I'm looking at, I mean, look at this! Look at this! This is ridiculous! SP2, F50, LaFerrari Aperta! We're gonna head out of town, obviously, and open the taps a little bit. But my mind is like, what is going on? If these views weren't special enough, this lineup of cars is just onto a different category. Obviously we've got a bit of traffic, it's the summer after all, but I'm just sitting here looking at this SP2 in front, and the others, and I'm I'm so lost for words. And you guys know how unlike me it is to have named this car the F8 Tributo Spider. I'm actually always pinching myself how silly that is. It is just the F8 Spider, but I don't even know what to say. We're not even onto open flowing roads yet. We got a little bit stuck behind some traffic, so now I've got to play a game of catch up on a road like this in the F8 Spider. This is pretty perfect, although I tell you what, this car is rather quiet. I expected to hear a little bit more of the noise. Obviously it's named the Tributo in terms of the coupe because of the engine having been so successful between the 488 and the Pista and having won so many awards. And you do understand why when you're driving it in terms of the power delivery. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Look at this road. This is awesome. But we do need to catch up with the others. We have rather lost them. I'm hoping to find them before too long. Wow, it's frantic. When the power gets delivered, obviously the same power and torque as the Pista, 720 horsepower, 770 Newton meters. We've managed to catch up with the crowd. We are now behind the A12 GTS, which is, I mean, just look at it. That thing is one of the best. Look at this. Hairpins, these kind of cars. This is paradise. Well, Mr. PowerslideLover does his thing. This is mental. Listen to the sounds of that. I think many of you guys know that the F50 is my favourite car. That was my childhood poster car. It is to this day my lottery win car. My maker in front now is the whale of the Tubi F50, and I've said many times before that the Ferrari F50 is my absolute favourite car in the world. That is my lottery win car. The SLS I put as my dream car because my dream realistic car, I think we can say. Those are millions, and just look at this. Just look at the line of cars in front as we meander up through the mountains here. The Aperta is in the front, the GTS behind. I've actually got the Monza SP2 behind me. This is silly. This is the best. I think I'm going to shuffle up the line actually if we get an opportunity to do so. Is it clear? Yes, I'm going to overtake this. Overtake the F50. Overtake the Aperta. Thank you guys. And tuck in behind Mr. PowerslideLover. How about this then for a view? Not only is the scenery stunning, but the 6 cars in a line like this, all roof down. Yes, it doesn't really get any better than a sunset like that over this kind of environment with twisty roads and the cars. I mean, this is a dream. It is an outrageous lineup of cars. Pista Spider, SP2, F50, LaFerrari Aperta, and yes, everybody who goes past is naturally wondering what is going on, because this doesn't happen very often with all of this. This doesn't happen often at all. This is just incredible. This is perfect light. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite enjoying driving the F8 Spider at the moment. I mean, come on. Does it get any better than this? This is, oh, I'm a little bit, I don't really know what to say. This is, look at that. Are you looking at what I'm looking at? What? That's a deep V12 grumble. The sound of the car starting up is meaning it is time to get back on the road. We've got to take a listen. Awesome. So I'm going to come on through. We're going to get a LaFerrari Aperta start up. Perfect. Right. Back on board the F8 to continue the drive into paradise. It's just a glorious sound having these cars wheeling through the mountains. Listen to this. Obviously, these things are ludicrously quick. What a road. What a road to drive and enjoy with this car. This is heaven. This is absolute heaven. Through some tight twisties, you start to feel the back end getting a little bit loose. But it lets you know exactly what it's about to do. Obviously going downhill, not so much acceleration, just because we are dropping height and altitude very, very quickly. In fact, I can feel it in my ears as we go down. We're going to be heading back uphill, and I have now found myself at the front of our little pack, which means I'm going to hover because it is always epic to hear everybody going past. So we're about to have a straight. We know this is coming, thumbs up from the guy coming towards us. Around this corner, yeah, here we go, okay. Everybody. Oh yes, that sounds incredible. Then we've got, that sounds even more. Oh wow. That sounds almost silent in comparison. It's always more fun going uphill, even more so when you are following the Ferrari 812 GTS, which I did get to drive one of recently, and it was a quite frankly epic thing to be behind the wheel of. And I suspect... Yes! Oh, we've got this road for us to enjoy, and it is a beautiful day, a beautiful evening I should say, with a wonderful group of cars. Oh yes! Mr. PowerslideLover, you are a legend. LaFerrari is going ahead because we need to hear some of that V12. Obviously hybrid 6.3 V12 in the lap, 963 horsepower, so I would have no hope of keeping up. I mean, just... This car, do you know what? The F8 is such a usable thing. I did drive the F8 Tributo Coupe out in the Middle East when I was in Dubai, and realised just how much of a usable thing it is. The suspension is compliant, the gearbox is smooth and easy. It's just a brilliant car for everyday use, but it doesn't have that crazy raw excitement of, in some ways, both of those, but certainly the LaFerrari right in front of us. You know, it's not the loudest thing in the world, it's not the craziest or most dramatic. What it does do, though, is if you put your foot down, it does a bit of this. And it gets very, very fast, very, very quickly, as you'd probably expect. I think the F50 is somewhere behind, and I want that to go past as well, so I'm going to take it easy, see if he can catch us. This is a time that I am basically deciding to let a lot of the engine notes do the talking, because the hills are alive with the sound of Ferrari. And right now, it could not get any better. Just listen to it. Off the rock walls now on this stretch of road. I love the F50 for a reason. And even just following it and looking at it is reminding me exactly why. Ah, this is simply dreamy. The sharp, jagged rocks of the Dolomites. It is a quite frankly mind-boggling place to be when you just look around. Even more so with the cars. And this is a day not to forget. This drive, I mean, there are cool things to do, and there are cool things to do. And this, Mr. PowerslideLover, is unbelievable. Challenge when you're driving downhill, just in terms of how you have to treat the car. I love the downshifts with the 812. This is what driving is about. Amazing roads, unreal cars. not your normal lineup for cruising through town. This place is a ski resort in the winter, and now it is a Ferrari resort, it would seem, as we cool down. Yeah, what a drive. Well, we've made it back. Listen to that. That's so monumentally awesome. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It is time, therefore, to switch it off. You turn it off in first so that it goes into park. Obviously, pretty dark right now. End of, well, a day that has had a fantastic conclusion. Experiencing this. Obviously, the car is Nero Daytona, so completely black in the light that we have now. The view here, though, I mean, yeah, up to the mountains. This has been truly, truly amazing. I mean, to drive the Ferrari F8 Spider is truly amazing. To drive it in such illustrious company, even more so. So a huge, huge thanks to Mr. PowerslideLover, and it's very bright with the light on, but this has been unbelievable. So do, if you don't already, go give him a follow. The link is down below, so go check out his page to see what else is coming and what's going on. That was quite an arrival out here in the Italian Dolomites. Not going to forget it in a hurry. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I appreciate your support an awful lot, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers!